Hello everybody, my name is Indie Mist, and today we are back with some more Ocarina of Time Randomizer. In the last episode, we didn't do a whole too much, if I remember right. It was more just kind of housekeeping, I guess you could call it. Like getting the Scarecrow song, and we got a bigger wallet so that we could be able to do things like, for instance, buy the Goron's tunic, which is what we're actually going to start today off with the Fire Temple, because I really enjoy the Fire Temple. Oh, for a second there I thought I was playing the Sonata of Awakening or something, and I was starting to doubt whether or not that was the Prelude of Light. Alrighty then. We are going to become Big Link again. Adult Link. Oh, trying to get it from behind. Alright. And within the blink of an eye in our case, because the randomizer just like does it a lot faster. I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. No, it does it about the same. It cuts other things a bit faster, but just not the process of changing time zones is what I was going to say, but it's not really zones, is it? And sadly we do not have the Bolero Fire, and so we're just going to have to run over there on foot. If we really felt desperate enough, we could take Epona, but I don't think she cares too much. You know what? Yeah. I was gonna say you might be a little faster, might actually be running through the Lost Woods, but it's fine. It won't take us too long getting over there. What I was going to say though was, you know what? Now I don't even remember that in that case. Oh, I was going to talk about how, the difference of Link being... I don't actually know what the canon age is, or if someone's ever said it, but to me it's always made sense for him to be 10, and then 7 years go by and now he's 17, because I feel like if he's any younger than 10, then he starts becoming weird. Like, I think someone said something about like him being 8 or 7 or something as a kid, but how does Link as an adult, how does he look like a 14, 15-year-old? That doesn't quite compute, I feel like. And even more so than that, imagine like within seconds you being 10 and then 17. You know, you've gone through basically the weird part of being a teenager, and you are now someone that, although I don't know, I feel like during Link's time period, which we don't actually know what it is, if we just say it's like some kind of medieval thing, we don't actually know what it was for them as far as age-wise into, can't think of the word, like adolescence maybe? Whatever the term is of becoming an adult, because usually when we think about it, we think of 18 usually being that kind of barrier, that bridge between being a kid, being a teenager, and being an adult. And but for Link, you know, maybe that's not until 25 during the medieval ages, who knows? It's probably sooner than that. That's just a weird guess. But it's kind of weird to think like this young kid who's like not even all that old. I mean, if we think about it, when he's a kid, he's still in elementary school, and yet he's going around, well, that age group, I don't think they actually had elementary school, but he's going around with a sword and beating the crap out of things. I don't know of many, you know, we should probably switch suits before we burn to death. But, like I was saying, I can't think of many kids that would be able to do that. And then, like, even though he himself is older, I need to be a bit closer to the edge, don't I? Even though he looks older and like his body is older, technically speaking, like his mindset is still that of the 10-year-old. And yet now he's going up against bigger things, and the whole while, like, he's finding out about the world as far as like politics and I guess like the evils of the world and all this other stuff that usually as a 10-year-old you wouldn't have to worry about. So it's kind of that's kind of a weird premise with Zelda games. Although if you think about it, all of them are in some way, like Link is a in some form or another he's a kid. Like he's never truly like an adult. He's almost there in some games, but he's never actually there. There might be a few of like the first few that's like that. Oh, do we not have to? Apparently we don't have to talk to Dorunio. That's kind of nice. I was expecting that we were going to have to. By the way, do I have my bottles? Yes, and they aren't empty, so I will be getting the fairies in here. Just in the off chance that I need them. I'm not expecting to need them, but it's fine. Now, this is honestly like the weirdest part for me and this entire randomizer, because the whole time we've only been doing half a dungeon, or we've been doing like some small thing here, some small thing there, and just kind of like jumping around all of Hyrule looking for chests and for heart pieces and for other areas that would contain an item that we would need. But this is actually the first time that we are actually completing a dungeon. Which is kind of interesting. Speaking of which, this music is by far my favorite. I really wish that they hadn't changed it in prior titles, or in later titles. I was gonna say previous, and then I was gonna say prior, and then I realized that they mean the same. Post would be the P word that actually means after. But in later in later copies or editions, better said. Nope. Come on, Link, hurry up, don't die. In later editions of Ocarina of Time, they cut it out and they switch it for something that sounds a lot more to the tune of the... I'm just gonna pull up my track really fast, because even though this is my favorite dungeon, I just thought of the fact that I have zero idea what I need to be doing. As far as like the extra chests go, because I know where all the keys are, I know where like the chest near boss. Okay, so the question here is all the chests on here, are they counting the keys? I want to say yes, because in that case that would be the chest near the boss. Anyhow, like I've played this dungeon so many times. This is my favorite dungeon that I know where all the keys are. What I don't know is where all the extra chests might be. So I don't want to skip any. But as I was saying, don't hit me, please, sir. But oh, I was not hoping to do that either. Darn it. Well, you know what? It may take a little bit of time, but this is actually my favorite dungeon to do this in. Nope, I did not mean to put on the hover boots. But I'm just gonna take out the bats right now while I'm thinking about it. I can kind of see that one. It's a bit hard now since doesn't have fire, and it looks like he may have got out of the loadings. Yep. Is there a third one? Over there? Yeah, I think there is. Looks like there's at least. Has this guy popped out of the... No, he's still over there. Alrighty then. I guess we'll kind of do it as we get there then. But what was I gonna say? I was saying something and then I got distracted by bats. Is he still in like the far region? Kinda looks like it. This one is one that I can just run over to. I think the other one's one that I need to access the other way. Probably. Wait. Isn't this usually on the other side? Ah, darn you bat, you juked me at the last moment. Oh boy, now what I was saying earlier about being able to hit things really with my bow is not quite coming through. Well, I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm gonna forget about trying to remember what the previous topic I was talking about that I was going to add more onto. Maybe I think I was talking about the music. Maybe that's what it was. But I always just thought this sounded so cool. Like, I know that's not what it's saying, but I remember as a child, I always thought that this noise was the sound of the Gorons crying out, but saying like, it is coming, and then be like, oh, but that's not what it actually says. But it was just something that I thought as a kid. But I don't know. The new one, I say new even though it's about the same age. It's just on the later editions of the cartridges they had to switch it, or they switch it out. But it was a I don't remember if there's anything worthwhile in here besides the gold Skulltula. No, it's not. That's fine. I mean, I'll still take the gold Skulltula since I'm here. But it just feels like there's something missing. Like, it doesn't feel the same. Because, like, you can kind of feel like the, I don't know what you'd call it, like the, like you can almost feel like it's kind of like hot and kind of steamy and stuff inside this building. And then you can also feel like the desperation of the Gorons. And like that, because they're trapped and like there's this huge dragon and everything. Whereas, it seems like in the later one, they just try and make it more like spooky, I guess, and that's not really okay. I promise you I'm a lot better than that. But yeah, it seems like they're trying to go for like a more spooky vibe, and it doesn't quite blend as well. Oh wait, no, that is the correct side. I don't know, maybe on the bridge I got flipped around or something. I don't know. Yeah, then we come over here. And I always thought it was kind of funny that you can't use the Megaton hammer to blow things up, but yet you can use it to break rocks and break down fake doors that you could use the bombs for. But yet wall enclosures like that have to be blown up. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Alright, we saved another Goron. And it also kind of begs the question, if all the Gorons are kind of locked away in these areas that are specifically like set up to look like cells, and then everywhere else is almost just kind of like, just like the insides of volcano with like random paths, it makes you wonder what the point of the fire temple was. because it sounds like it's some kind of place of worship for the Gorons. But then what's the need for all these, like, cell-looking structure rooms? Once again, it's probably just one of those things that it's like, there's no purpose behind it. It just makes it look cool, and it works for the gameplay more than it does, like, storytelling-wise. But it's just something cool to think about. Just gonna grab these hearts really fast. I don't think I'll mess with that guy, since we only need to be on this side. I wonder what the torch over there is for. Is it just to put something there? Like, here's something we can put here, so we're just going to throw a torch there? I don't know. I will say what is a bit different for me personally in this go-through round of the Fire Temple is I usually, playing Ocarina of Time, the first thing I do is... Oh, come on, Link. The first thing I do after becoming an adult, and after getting Epona, because I always do that very first, and getting the hook shot, because that's necessary, is I go and get the Bigoron sword. So even before doing like the Forest Temple or anything else, I do the Ice Cavern, I free King Zora, and I just get everything for the Bigoron sword. So in every dungeon, I just have the Bigoron sword. And since I've gotten so used to that, it's going to be a bit different since this time I don't have the Bigoron sword. I was about to be like, what do you do with this switch? But I remember you bomb it. But I don't know. The Fire Temple, it's just always been my favorite temple. I think in part has to do with the fact that, like, it feels like every dungeon is just dark. Like, the Forest Temple is dark. The Water Temple's light, but I personally, maybe the first time I got confused, but I just feel like it was tedious, not so much confusing. What is confusing, though, is the Water Temple in Majora's Mask. If you aren't able to complete it within the 3 days, and you get the, no, it's over here. And you get the ice arrows, but then you don't get the, you don't finish the temple, and so now you have access to things that you weren't able to before, and so it no longer becomes linear, and so you're just going around in areas trying to remember where you're supposed to go, and it gets really confusing. But Water Temple, like I was saying, is just more tedious. It's not really dark. The Forest Temple's pretty dark. The Shadow Temple is definitely dark. The Spirit Temple is pretty dark in some places. It's just kind of like illuminated. It's like dark, and then it has like fire illuminated areas, but it's not. It's still dark. Oh, darn it. Okay. Now, I want to go in there, but I don't have a key. Is there another? I mean, there has to be, because there's not any other way around it. Yeah, he's over there. I figured there was, but I just couldn't remember for some reason. Anyhow, I don't know. They just all seem dark, and because, like, what I remember most about Ocarina of Time is when I was a kid. Alright, well, we have another piece of heart. Kind of confused as to where the key is, though. Because that's where we came from. I do not have key sanity on, so it's not going to mess around with that. Wait, do I even need a key? Yeah, I need a key. So... what does that mean? I mean, technically we can go to the beginning of the dungeon because I have the Megaton hammer. Or we could just get pounded by more boulders too, that's always helpful. Oh, I just managed to go in a circle. This is kind of confusing. Because this is the one going on. There's nothing over this way. Except a boulder, and I don't really care to get constantly pounded by it. To the left is that. Here's where we found the gold skull to left. Will you cut it out? Wait. So with half damage, does it take 2 rocks to hit you before you get a quarter damage? That's kind of cool. Oh well. Where was the doorway? Here it is. Well, that kind of sucks. Wait, oh, I was just about to ask how the heck I'm supposed to get past the fire again, but apparently Link can jump through fire. And, might I add, not take damage. But, I really wish we had the shortcut open. Darn it. So I guess we go back? Is that even possible? I remember it being like, is it possible? I guess it is possible to run back up here. Did not recall that. Okay, yep, there's no chests in here. And thanks to the compass, I'm able to see that. So that there implies that I guess we do have to start in that area. Which, because the Megaton hammer wasn't found over here, technically that makes logical sense that you could do that. I'm just gonna take these guys out now before I have issues. Can somebody please just run after me? Any day now, Mr. Keys. Oh, really? You finally decide to after I shoot my bow and somehow miss. That's cool. Did he leave me any? No, he didn't. Alright, well, let's pull out our Megaton hammer then. And... is there anything in here? I know this is the way out, but I was just curious if there was anything in this. Nope, it's just the way out. And that reloaded all the bats. Darn it. Oh well. Did it? Yeah, it did. Maybe they won't harass me. Or maybe they will. I always thought it was weird that the Megaton hammer is able to like hit those and they just like fly off into the distance and then just disappear. Can you lock on, please? Thank you. Okay. It's one of those fire dancers up ahead, which I'm not too fond of. Just because there's nothing wrong with them, they're really easy, in fact. It's just for some reason they always kind of stress me out. I don't know why. I think I was talking about, yeah, I was talking about when I was a little kid. And so because of that, like, I didn't I didn't necessarily enjoy the Dark Temples because I don't know, I just got scared easily as a kid, I guess. And so even today, playing like the oh, it's not this one yet, but there is some of these. Even today, like playing the Shadow Temple or the bottom of the well, it still kind of brings me that uneasiness because I almost feel like a nostalgia reasons now, because to be honest, like they're not scary at all. Like there's nothing scary about those places. I mean, maybe if they were recreated in Twilight Princess, maybe they could still be kind of scary, but they're not. It's just nostalgic reasons that I still kind of get creeped out about it. That's like the main reason why I don't really care to... Come on. That's like the main reason why I don't really care to... I wonder if it would have been better to use the Megaton Hammer. Sir. There we go. And he's back in the fire. Oh, I don't want those equipped. Whew. Oh, come on, Link. Is it really easier just to get him with the Master Sword? Like, I almost feel like it might be. Has he at least turned blue yet? Nope, he's still yellow. Now is he blue? Yep. I'm just gonna switch back to this. Because I feel like I was getting a bit... Oh god. Man, I really do miss the Big Horn Sword. I mean, it technically said that the Big Horn Sword doesn't do anything. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I still kind of feel like it did a pretty good job. But, you know, whatever. And he's dead. I don't know if he stays a lot longer as the red guy, or if the Megaton Hammer actually doesn't do anything. I'm not sure. Anyway, let us continue. Okay, we've got another key. But I think we'll actually... Nope, we don't need the key. So then, with this key, we're able to continue in the dungeon. Although, technically speaking, we could go and do the boss right now. Wait. I mean, technically yes, because we do have the hover boots. I don't know if the hover boots could make that, but maybe they can. Okay, so now we have the gold scale. And we also have 3 keys, I think. Let me see. Okay, we have the first guy, then we have those 2, so that'd be 3. So maybe 4 keys, actually. Yeah, because those 2 on that layer didn't give us anything. Cool. Well, now we've gotten on that. I was going to say it feels just like doing the dungeon normally, and then we had to run out to the beginning and get the boss key, which the boss key was actually the golden scale, so we'll probably still have to go over to where the Megaton Hammer is, which is most likely going to be where the key is. I mean, I guess the key could be where the map is. Well, actually, it could be in any of the dungeon, any of the chests, since we got the map in one of the key chests. But, man, I cannot express how much I love the Fire Temple. Like, I've always just thought it was just so cool. Oh, come on, Link. Surely you can jump that. Do I really have to... Fine, I will jump off of this thing because you can't jump off of the... I don't know what you call it, like the bridge thing. Not the bridge, like the fence part of it. For who knows why. Who knows? Yeah. But I'm actually rather excited to actually get a dungeon done. And if I had key sanity, I probably wouldn't be able to say that because the keys would be all over the place. And to be honest, I feel like that would be the most annoying. Why is this back up here if I pushed it down? Whatever. But I feel like that would be one of the most annoying things ever. Would be you found a key in I don't know, in the Lost Woods, and it's the Fire Temple. And so now you can go to the Fire Temple and open the first door, but then you have to go looking around for all the keys, because maybe the keys are in the Fire Temple for it, or maybe they're not in the Fire Temple for it. And so because of that, you never actually know where the keys are all. And that's not very appealing to me. So it's maybe not as cool, I guess you could say, as like those people that go and do the randomizers of, you know, they've got key sanity, they've got shop sanity, they've got token sanity, like they're just going haywire doing everything. But I am not one of those people. I don't really care to try and figure out where all my keys are, and I definitely do not want to try and look around for every single gold skulltula, because those are a pain. I only really care about the ones that I just happen to come across. Speaking of gold skulltulas, let's add those 2 that we've gotten in here so far. Gives us 25. Is this not the... It is. I was gonna say I thought there was a an eye in here. This has to be a key. I was about to be like, I forgot we need another key, but this has to be a key, because this is the only other chest that we haven't opened yet, that we have access to, so this has to be a key. If this isn't a key, I have no clue what to do. Yeah, I was gonna say, this had to be a key. Like, there's no way it could have not been a key. Okay. I've always thought it was really kind of sketch to try and jump to get those those hearts. I only ever really did it if I really needed it, which probably wasn't all that often. But I've seen a few videos. I think like a few weeks ago maybe, and they were talking about the Fire Temple. I think one was just talking about the Fire Temple as like a dungeon. The other was talking about the Fire Temple, specifically about the music, just because they're something cool to look at. But both of them, actually, I'm gonna hop back here for Pete's sake. Alright, let's try that again. Anyhow, but in both of them, I think this room specifically was shown. Or at least in one of them it was. And it just had the stupid... Well, I don't know. I'm gonna call it stupid because I just feel like it's so much lesser of a song compared to the original one. But you could just... It literally felt like it was missing. It was missing. Because you just had the... like it 100% just sounded like the Shadow Temple, and I don't know. I don't know how many times I am going to talk about the music in the Fire Temple, because I don't know. I'm not sure, but let's play for Pierre here. It's probably just a gold skulltula if I remember, but if not, then there's something else for us. What? Is this not where you play for Pierre? Like, I thought it was. What the heck, Pierre? Do I have to, like, wait for Navi to... I mean, she's up there. I don't know why... Nope, she came back. Maybe here? No, what the heck? I swear, like, the Scarecrow song right here is so finicky. Like, do I have to be back even further? Do I have to be closer? I don't know. Let's try and get as close as I can, and maybe he'll do something or another. Nope. Nope, still no. What if I tried from this area over here? I might try that. So let me just, like, fight this guy. I'm thinking about going and doing this first, actually. Just to open up the shortcut. Okay. He gives us a key. Yep, cool. We needed a key. I feel like all their little hints and stuff weren't necessarily all that helpful. I remember reading each hint, and it almost left me more confused than had I not read it, but that's fine. Man, I have no clue where the frick Pierre is, because technically he should pop up right there. I don't know if I'm just not getting in the correct area to get him at, or what's going on. I mean, she's flying over there up here, so maybe if I play over here, he'll respond. Nope. Dude, what the frick? Okay, you know what? I'm fairly positive that there is something up there that's going to be necessary. So I'm gonna look it up really fast, see if there's any help on that, and I'll be right back. Alrighty then, I am back. So, two things I discovered. One, there is a gold skull up there, as I was thinking. But two, there is a chest. And that kind of worries me, because what if that is something that we need? And the issue is that apparently I had forgotten that for Pierre, I now have the Scarecrow song, but I have to go and I have to talk to Bonooru again as an adult, which is something I haven't done. And so we have this issue of we have the Scarecrow song, but it's not able to be used because Pierre doesn't respond to it. And that's why I was having so many issues. Oh, crud. Well, thank heavens for this shortcut. But yeah, so that is essentially the problem that we have. And I am not entirely too sure what to do about it, because, well, I do know what I'd have to do. I'd have to go talk to Pierre's brother or whoever the other scarecrow is. And then I have to come back here. So I am just hoping that we don't need to come back here. And that was just something that was just like some rupees or something like that. Because I don't really feel like going over there and then having to come back. I mean, thanks to the shortcut, it's now not something too bad. I say shortcut when it really just makes it like just a little bit easier. It's really not like that huge of a time saver. Well, actually it kind of is. I don't know, whatever. But the main thing is that, oh crap, I'm really hoping that we don't need a key. Because if we need more than the one key that we have, that means that the key is up there, and we have to go and visit Pierre before we can move on. That does not sound very fun to me. But if it is something that we do, it's something that we do. Wait, what? Ah, yes, I remember. I was confused for a second because I could not remember where to go, and then I realized I have to jump across this. Ooh, careful there, Link. You don't want to jumping into lava from stupidity here. It's always funny to see the length that Link can jump, because it always looks like there's no way he's going to make it, and then somehow he makes the jump. Even like, if his arms extended, won't be able to reach it for some time still, he goes ahead and he does it. It's actually the opposite side. That lets me access it. Yes, I can see that. Now, I'm trying to remember, do I want to go left or right? I feel like I go left to go right. So let's go right first. Let's see if there's anything for us. So I want to say that we go right to get the compass. Yeah. So let's see what was in here. And we have another key. Cool. And we have a giant rocket barrel as well. Alright, now I believe that's everything we want from here. So let's... Whoa! What the heck happened there? Just got in this, like, stuck position of just constantly getting hit by fire, and I just lost, like, a ton of hearts from it. Because it was like, it would burn him, and then it would, like, shoot him backwards into the flame. And they just, like, kept going back and forth until the flame passed. Now, there's nothing over there for me, right? Just some pots. Yeah, just some pots. And if I'd remembered correctly, would have gone around the post. Not get hit by the bat. Nope. He didn't even care to drop us anything. Okay. Now there's this guy over here. If I remember right, we play the Song of Time. But I really do not want to go back to Pierre, so... Or to get Pierre, I should say. Especially because we don't have the warp song. And so that does not make it fun at all. Yeah, like, see, Link technically should not have been able to make that jump, and yet he did. So, yeah. Cool. We got the, at least we have the boss key. So, regardless of what happens, it is now possible to at least beat the boss. But we still have a little bit that we need to do. Because there are yet still... Oh, it's just the quick press down, it looked kind of funky. There's still a few things that we need to... There's still a few more chests that we can get. So we might as well get those before doing anything else. Okay. We have to go around Flame Man, that's right. Oh, and not get hit by that. Ooh. Now we gotta run through. No, come on. I know where I was supposed to go. I just got hit by fire and that was it. There we go. Got some bombs. Another heart. And now it's time to face another one of the fire dudes. If I remember right. Darn it. I was gonna say, I remembered that there was a door there. I don't know why. You have to bomb it, maybe? I knew that there was a fake door there, but I had forgotten about it until right before I was in front of it. Until after I had already put myself in front of it. Better said. Okay, sir. Let us see you dance your fire magic. I feel like the concept for this... I won't call him a mini-boss because he shows up twice. But like, just the concept for him is kind of cool. Oh, he's already at blue, so yeah. The Master Sword is way better than the Megaton Hammer. So I only like 2 hits with him. Oh. Come on, you stupid fire. Yeah, so I just shouldn't... The first one I should just not have hit at all with the Megaton, because that did nothing for me. I'm really still hoping that we don't have to go for that one that we need Pierre for, because it just seems like such a waste for something. Like, I know it's cheating, but I'm honestly considering looking at the spoiler report just for that one area, that one chest, because I really do not want to get it. It's just such a pain to have to go clear over to Lake Hylia and then come clear the way back just for one chest. But that's just my thinking though. Okay, well, let's hit the Megaton Hammer now. I hate running up these stairs because I always worry I'm gonna fall in. But you go the other way and it's just way too slow. Hey, we got the weird egg. That's really nice because that means that we can actually go and visit Princess Zelda now. Assuming if we wait a while it turns into the chicken and not into something else. Because that would kind of suck if it turned into something else. Since I'm here, I'm just going to grab the heart. Alright, so that should be everything now. We should just be able to go and get the boss. And that would mean that the fire temple is complete. Come on, hop down. Thank you. Got another one of these guys, which It honestly, it is kind of a cool, it's kind of a cool idea. I do think it's sad that there's only 2 of them. There's the one at the beginning of this dungeon, and then there's, well, 3 actually. So there's the one at the beginning of this dungeon, there's the one that we just used, and then there's also the one inside the Greeter training grounds. Alright, now there's this thing to hit. Now, I always forgot that you had to pick up, well, I didn't always forget. Sometimes I forget. But I always thought it was kind of dumb that you have to bring this box. One, because it's a really wimpy box. And like the only other time you use boxes that I recall is inside Jabu Jabu. But they're just like these small wimpy boxes when you're an adult. That don't feel like they would do anything. And also, like, putting stuff on switches isn't something that, if I recall, it's not something you really do all that much as an adult. You did it quite frequently as a kid, if I remember right, but as an adult, you don't. Technically, I could just fall down here. Alright, and then this is the boss room, or is this? Nope, it's the other way. Okay. Here we go. We are now going to go and fight Volvagia. Which, honestly, to me, was the coolest boss, too. So. Yes. Okay, Volvagia, let's do this. Oh, come on, Link. I didn't know that she could spin around like that. I knew she breathed fire, but I don't remember her doing that. I also don't know why Link was not able to lock on properly. Alright, then this is my cheat method. Since you can somehow climb the side of this wall, I always just stick to the side of the wall. Oh, apparently she didn't fly up and make all the boulders come down. But I haven't seen anyone else do that. They usually just kind of like dodge the boulders as they come. But I just stick to the side because the boulders, when they come down, they don't actually hit where Link is. So, yeah. But I am really hoping that we don't have to do anything with Pierre, because that would be really dumb. But, man, I still can't get over the fact that we're finally able to do a temple, though. Because, I don't know. It's been so weird not being able to. So I am so happy that we're able to now. Is he just going to go back into a hole, or is he going to make some boulders fall down? Nope, he's just going back into a hole. He, she, whatever it is. It's a dragon. Come on, Link. Oh, frick. Dang it. I was going to, I don't know why I didn't hit him. That was a rookie mistake. I was trying to... I wasn't locked on for some reason, and so I was trying to do the jump attack, and that didn't go through. And then instead of using the joystick to be able to swing the Megaton Hammer, I ended up pulling out the sword, and that did absolutely nothing for me. But it's a good thing that if I had the... This would have been over a lot faster had I had the big Goron sword, but that's fine. I meant to go down the side. I didn't want to get hit by fire. I didn't, thankfully. But it was not in the plans that I had. Okay, where's he going to pop up now? This one? This one. Oh, come on. Got hit by a stupid flaming... I don't even know what you'd call that. Because it's... I guess you could say hair, because like dragons don't have it. Anything. What the heck? That is the first time ever. Like in the entire time I have played this game, that is the first time ever that I've ever gotten hit by a rock on the side. That's crazy. Never had that happen before. Like, I always considered my method to be foolproof. Okay, that was garbage. I call bull. That was crap. I'm sorry. This should not take as long as it has been. Like, I am not a noob at Volvagia, and he is making me feel like that. That's right, man. You get owned. You should have gotten owned a long time ago. But with that, Volvagia has finally beaten the Fire Temple. Apart from that one chest I was talking to you about, which I'm really crossing my fingers is nothing, is complete. And just to put it all into perspective, we have beaten this before we've even beaten the Dungeon's Cavern. Kind of funny. I mean, oh, we get the longshot from this? Dude, that's sick. That's definitely worth it if we get the longshot. Although... oh, that's instead of a heart container. I was about to say, like, but then that also means that we don't have the... I'm trying to think of the word. One of the medallions. But no, that's a lie. We still get one of the medallions. We get the Zora Sapphire, which was pointless. But that's okay. Actually, if I remember right, yeah, that it says that the water temple has the ruby. And technically speaking, yes, it is pointless to do the fire temple and the water temple to get these. But as we just saw, like, we needed to beat Volvagia in order to get the long shot, and we needed to have the golden scale and some other stuff such as that. But yes, we are finally done with this. Speaking of which, can we actually get into a good position to see what the heart piece on top is? Looks like it's recovery hearts. We don't have to worry about planting a seed to get that. Awesome. So we will not worry about that. Okay, well, I think we are going to call it there for this time. In the next episode, I'm going to make sure that I get the Scarecrow song, because I don't want anything like what just happened to happen in case it is anything. And then, I don't know. We might do the Forest Temple, or we might go visit Princess Zelda since we have that capability. Possibly. It depends on what happens with the chicken egg that we have. But my name has been Indie Mist. Thank you guys for watching the video. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. Any comments of help or any suggestions that you guys have, it's also pretty good. But I will see you all in the next one.